Peace and blessings, y'all. Spontaneous Genius. Uh, as you know, my alias that I'm beginning to appreciate and live by each and every day more and more. So I wanna I wanna talk about something from another angle that most people are not gonna talk about it in this manner. Number one of the things that are gonna make you successful is that you function from your present moment. You know, the brain in and of itself is a machine. It's redundant. It repeats itself over and over again. And some people wonder why they have the same experiences over and over in life. Same failures, same problems, lack of success. That's because each day is new. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, God makes all things new. So renewing of your mind is essential to living a new life, to living a healthy reality. Who the hell wants to go back and revisit traumas? Who the hell wants to go backwards instead of going forward? But we're often tied to our past, not because our past is real. We tied to our past because our past is in our minds. And that's where most of us live our lives, in our minds. And in our minds is not always realistic, it's fantasy. So most people are trying to go and get somewhere else. So, what is the purpose of meditation and prayer? You know, for me, prayer is not begging. For me, I'm a child of God. I am guaranteed everything and then some. It's already my birthright. So I don't have to beg. Kings don't beg. Royalty doesn't beg. Royalty has a throne, and their heir is the riches in every way. That's why I'm always saying abundance, 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 because abundance is more than money. Abundance means abundant joy, abundant health, abundance. There's a lot of everything if we let it in. And unfortunately, a lot of us have a limited understanding. So when you have a limited understanding and you don't believe in abundance, you beg. You think there's not enough. You restrict. You withhold. And in withholding, you withhold your own blessings. So prayer is an acknowledgement of my connection. That my connection, as long as I keep it connected to my source of everything, I will always have access to everything. So prayer is it's like talking to one's divine highest self. Ye are all God's children of the Most High God. In you is the essence of God itself. And the more you learn, the more you learn about God, because you and God are inseparable. The knowledge of God is the knowledge of self. So if you're praying to something in the sky, in the ground, in the dirt that you're not connected to, no wonder your power is short-circuited. Prayer is like, when you have a car, the battery may die. And if the battery dies, there's nothing wrong with the car. Is something wrong with the connection, the juice, the current, the power. And so somebody may come along and they offer you a jump, and you jump, and that battery runs. That's prayer. It's a jump every day. It's a connection. And your connection, my connection to divine cannot be broken. There's no middle person. There ain't no saint. There ain't no Saint Mark or Saint John. There ain't no pastor. Can't no pastor connect me to God. Damn it, the pastor needs connection his damn self. Can't connect me. There's no intercession. There's no middle person. I am directly connected to my source at all times. My daughter can't take my connection and use it. My wife can't take my connection and use it. Either you connected or you're not. So the prayer is a direct connection, similar to a battery that's connected to a source of electricity. And that connection, is so powerful that if it's completely kept up, you have a constant reserve of energy that nobody can take. If you're in the prison, that connection doesn't stop. If you're in the hospital, that connection doesn't stop. But let me say this about prison and hospital. Here's the problem. We are begging and praying for something to happen. We haven't put the work in. Y'all know prayer outside of works, outside of faith, and works is dead. So if you are talking about, I pray for a healthy body, and you're not willing to eat, and you're not willing to exercise, you can forget about it, because your prayer is enough energy for you to get up and work and make something happen. Oh, I'm praying for a miracle. I need $5,000. Well, prayer without signing a grant or without making a business deal is not going to happen. So many of us think that prayer is hocus pocus magic. No, it's a connection that you have enough energy and juice to do the work. And if you have enough energy and juice to do the work, then that prayer allows you an unlimited source of energy. Have you ever done something that you really enjoy? You don't really get tired, do you? A young brother that loves basketball can play basketball all day. An artist that loves to paint can paint all day. A musician that loves to play, under normal circumstances, that musician can go almost all day. They love what they do. So energy is not just physical. Energy is all over in the universe, and whatever is in the universe is in you. Carbon is in you. Gold is in you. Cobalt is in you. When you take vitamins, you're replacing what's already in you. Electricity is just not in the universe. Energy, electricity, and power is also in you. And as long as you're connected to a source of power, your power is unlimited. So prayer is an unlimited source of power to rejuvenate yourself, to go out and do the work. Not sit there, not wait, not wish, not have magical thinking, but to get your ass up, get up and do the work. Now let's talk about meditation. Life. And the mental and anguish and pain was so much that I needed an escape. Meditation has a couple of purposes. A lot of us escape into alcohol, pornography, OnlyFans. And I'm going to say this, brothers, if y'all have an OnlyFans account and you paying these women to trick off, shame on you. You're wasting your intellectual capital and your prowess and your time when you could be utilizing that strength to do something so powerful and to fulfill your purpose. If you're sitting there watching pornography, which has no use, and there's no supplement for a real woman that you can have in your life to connect to, if you're escaping through those things, they're unhealthy. Meditation can be an escape. It's not the only reason. I'm just going to talk about why I first stumbled on it. Psychological pain for me was so great that I went and studied, and I got books from Barnes and Noble on meditation. And then I wanted to practice it, so I went in New Haven. There was a Zen Buddhist temple where there were teachers, and they taught meditation. They taught the art of mindfulness, and they taught the art of drinking and with meditation, walking meditation. And when I noticed I was in the moment meditating, I was not focused on my issues and my problems. So it was kind of healing me and learning and teaching me how to use my mind. A lot of us, our minds use us. We don't use our minds. Excessive anxiety and depression your brain and your mind has taken over you and you have little control. Your mind is a tool. Your mind is not to control you. Your mind should be at your service. And so if you know how to use your mind, then what will happen is you will experience more joy, more peace, more calm. And out of that peace and calm is your power. Then you can focus on what you really need to do. So meditation gives us that space that we can stop focusing on the things that don't matter. You can't focus on the bill. You have to have the mental space to go to do the thing that pays the bills, because worrying doesn't pay your bills. So meditation helps you to stop the worry. Now, the other thing that meditation does, and a lot of people will disagree, but at times meditation is more powerful than prayer for me, because meditation is tapping in, and it's tapping in to what's inside of you. And once you tap into what's inside of you and you recognize what's inside of you, then you are also tapping into a power that you can manifest something on a higher level. So meditation is also a tool for manifesting what you want in your life. And you have control over what you can produce more than you think. Greatest fear is not that we aim low and that we produce something that is great. Our greatest fear is that we expect too low and we are not able to produce something that is great. Most of us in our lives, we have mediocre thoughts, mediocre belief in ourselves, and we have yet to tap into who we are. Spontaneous genius is an alias that I chose because my power is not something that I think about. It's something that I, in the moment, manifest. And if I could stay clear in the moment, I will always have the right thing to say, right thing to do, because my power is not in the past or the future. My power is now. And if I let the worries of yesterday interfere, or the anxiety of trying to have a perfect life in the future interfere, I can't focus on this moment. So meditation is a lifestyle where you are always calm, collected, and focused in this moment, and people can't disrupt you. Circumstances can't disrupt you, and you can make the most of this moment. So you can pray all day, but if you're not in the powerful moment, your prayer goes for nothing. In fact, a lot of us pray worry and we get worry. A lot of us call hell and we get hell. A lot of us pray for stuff that we don't need to pray for. Oh my God, I asked you that you help me to never fail. Well, you already think in failure. You've already prayed for it. So failure is that which you're going to bring about. But if you just connect to your source and know that as a child of God, everything is guaranteed to you, you are already 2 steps ahead than the average person. I know what religion teaches us. It teaches us to beg. It teaches us that we're like filthy rags and we're not good enough. That's an abomination. That's blasphemy. We are worthy of everything and then some. And if you don't think you're worthy, you're not going to be in the mindset to receive that which you're worthy of. So peace and blessings, my dear family. Spontaneous genius in the house. I hope you have gotten everything and then some from what I said. Like this, whatever platform you're on, share this message, meditate, reflect on this most powerful divine message coming from your brother, Spontaneous Genius. Peace.